There is a phrase that everyone attributes to Machiavelli. A phrase that seems to summarize centuries of politics, cynicism, and power. The end justifies the means. But Machiavelli never wrote it. I believe that the way politicians in every corner of the world have interpreted this idea today is an abuse of principles that should have served as the foundation of a healthy politics devoted to the well-being of human beings. It is the exact opposite of what I am about to tell you. Machiavelli lives in a world that shows no mercy. Florence is not the romantic city we imagine today. It is a political battlefield. Families hate one another. Alliances change overnight. Mercenary armies sell their loyalty to the highest bidder. And in the middle of this chaos, Machiavelli observes. He listens. He records. He understands. He understands that power is not an ideal. It is not a dream. It is not a promise. Power is a necessity. And every necessity comes with a price. For Machiavelli, power functions like a form of capital. It is not a gift. It is not a right. It is not an aura. It is something that can be accumulated, lost, and invested. And above all, it must be paid for. Every decision has a cost. Every alliance has a price. Every hesitation can cost a life. When we attribute the phrase, "the end justifies the means" to him, we are betraying his thought. The real idea he expresses is far more subtle, far more human, and far more realistic. People judge more by results than by the means used to achieve them. This is not an invitation to cruelty. It is a warning. People look at what you accomplish, not at what you promise. Politics does not live on intentions. It lives on consequences. Machiavelli is not a cynic. He is a man who saw politics from the inside. He saw fear in the eyes of rulers. He saw the fragility of institutions. He saw how easy it is to lose everything in a single moment. And he understood that morality is a luxury for those who do not have to govern. Those who govern must deal with reality, not with wishes. And then there is fortune. For Machiavelli, fortune is like a flooding river. You cannot stop it. You cannot predict it. You cannot control it. You can only prepare for it. You can build barriers. You can strengthen the banks. You can decide how to respond when it arrives. Half of our lives is in the hands of chance. The other half lies in our decisions. It is like an investor who cannot control the market, but can control his own courage. He can decide whether to take risks. He can decide whether to act. He can decide whether to stand still and be swept away. In the Renaissance, money is not just wealth. It is pure power. It is the raw material of politics. Pay the armies and the city obeys. Finance alliances and no one betrays you. Control resources and you control the fate of others. Machiavelli knows this well. Without money, power is an illusion. A house of cards. A dream that collapses with the first gust of wind. So what is his lesson for us? That power is never neutral. That power is never free. That power is never moral or immoral. It is simply real. It is made of choices, of risks, of responsibility. Machiavelli does not want to create monsters. He does not want to create tyrants. He does not want to create manipulators. He wants to create leaders who look at reality without filters. He wants you to understand that the world does not run on good intentions. It runs on clarity, on strategy, on the ability to see what others refuse to see. Today, power no longer lies in weapons. It lies in the media, in the economy, in psychology, in the ability to influence, persuade, and shape perception. Power has become invisible. And that is precisely why it has become even stronger. Whoever understands money understands power. Whoever understands power understands history. And whoever understands history understands themselves. Machiavelli does not tell us to be cruel. He tells us to be clear-sighted. He tells us to look at the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. He tells us that the price of power is never written in advance. You only discover it when you begin to pay it. On this channel, I explore thinkers from every era. Philosophers, writers, poets, artists, and scientists, all those who, through their principles and ideas, have expressed a vision of money and its role in human life. The goal is that you, too, can benefit from these enduring principles and develop your own understanding of how money as a tool influences your life.